Hello, lovely empresses, woke twins. How are you guys doing? Um, this is August 21st. How about that? So the Mercury's gone direct. I feel a relief already. Sometimes I don't really feel it. Sometimes it's just not relevant, but this time it was really relevant, especially the Lionsgate stuff. And with all the other retrogrades, Mars in retrograde, and all the things that are going on, I really feel like it's had an impact. And so a couple of announcements. The tarot classes are filling up. I didn't really put a number as to how many people, but if I feel like it's getting unwieldy, I will close it down. So the link is below to sign up. Also, if you're in the Empress Club and watching this, I have pinned the sign up to the top of the page of the Facebook group, and you can do that. Also, private readings are opening up. The calendar's opening up this week for private readings, and we're going to close it down as soon as all the appointments are filled. The rest of this year, September, October, November, December, we'll be doing tarot class on Monday nights, so there won't be any private readings on Monday nights. We'll just be doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's why they're kind of limited. Plus, I'm also going to England, going to Stonehenge, just saw the Emperor, and to other cool places in and around England. It's my first time traveling there. I'm very excited to do that. So I will be doing some live stuff from there, and I will produce a smattering of readings. It's later in September, so don't worry about that right now. All right, guys, so let's see what's going on for the Divine Collective. Messages are coming fast and furious. So let's see let's try to get ourselves to a place of being able to take them in without it being like a fire hose. Love ya. Keep sending them. Just saying. All right. So what's going on for the collective? August 21st. Oh my goodness, the Emperor. Hi. You'll notice in this Emperor, this is the Cat Black deck, Golden Tarot. There's a lion, right? Leo time. Really taking charge, taking control. The Emperor, there's benevolent leaders, and then there's dictators, right? The spectrum is long, the spectrum is big, and this Emperor is about wanting to take control of a situation, take charge of a situation, feeling confident. Very interesting. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine. I feel like the Divine Masculine might feel like they're losing you. There's Leo again. I feel like they're feeling they're losing you, or they're not in connection that much right now. So I feel like they're going to make a nice offer. And someone wrote in the forum, what does it mean to make an offer? What does that mean when I say that? When I say that, I mean, bing, there's a little text. They reach out to you. All right, so it doesn't mean they're coming bearing gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Not necessarily, they could. But what I mean by that is they are no longer trying to... The control of the situation is shifting. If you have felt that the Divine Masculine is somehow controlling via silence, or you're the one that always has to come to them, or something along those lines, and let's get rid of Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine right now. Let's just talk about a connection that you have that is a deep spiritual connection that for some of you who are original twins can blossom because of that. For others of you who've tapped into this, right? Who cares, right? Original twin who's coming to it later, who cares? Who cares? I don't want it to be an elitist thing where, oh, I'm an original twin and you're not, right? Like, no, we're not doing that. We're not, homie, don't play that game, okay? So, it feels to me like your connection here has become awakened. Sun, this is Leo energy right now. They've had some kind of awakening, and they're like, oh shit, I might have messed this up. 5 of Cups. They're worried you're going to walk away. 8 of Cups. And I think with good reason. I think, very confident, right? Confident. And that's a different kind of confidence than the Emperor. Emperor trying to impose the will, right? And this Emperor, if it is your twin, if it is your connection here, shifting into the more benevolent side of this because they've been humbled in some way. 5 of Cups feels humble. I've been humbled. Okay, so it might have taken you walking away in order to get this offer, because look what's here. Knight of Wands, Lovers for them, and then Knight of Cups down here. Okay, so I think they get that they screwed it up. They screwed something up by being too much. They like, oh, this is why my connection isn't reaching out, isn't talking to me. Oh, because I've been a little bit too Emperor-like, right? I've been a little bit too Emperor-like. Knight of Wands, passion. Knight of Cups, love. A balanced offer. The Lovers, a balanced offer here. Yes, Queen of Wands, passionate. Queen of Wands here does feel like you, and I feel like this is nice too. This is balancing the energy. Wands and Pentacles. So passion, grounded passion. A queen does not have to be female. A king or an emperor does not have to be a male, right? That's in a general read. What resonates? Oh yeah, that's me. Yeah, even if it's like, oh yeah, that's me, right? Like, okay. Because how are you gonna know? How are you gonna know how to move unless you're like willing to accept being humbled, right? And that's what this person is, being humbled, and they're aware of it. They're like, oh yeah, this person's walking away from me. Tower energy down here. So they get it, and I feel like there's going to be a shift, a big. So when I say offer, right? Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups. These are, the knights are like teenagers. They are making offers, passion, love. So, bing, you may get a text. If it was a Knight of Pentacles, moving slower. Knight of Cups is a little bit faster. Knight of Wands is pretty fast. Knight of Swords is the fastest, okay? So you may be like, they may come clean with them feeling like, hey, why have you left me? Right? They may be vulnerable like that because the Sun is vulnerable. Lovers are naked. They may be vulnerable. That 5 of Cups is the Pope, though. And they're still like in that Emperor thing. So Tower here. Oh, Knight of Swords. Moving fast. Queen of Cups. Ace of Swords. That's pretty good. So when this person comes at you, first of all, be receptive. Allow this person to come at you. Because Knight of Swords is coming at you. But you've got Cups and Knight of Wands here too. And they're on the horse. It's the Sun. So you've got Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. Loving, nurturing, trust, but verifies the Queen of Wands for sure. Passionate, right? And then there's truth. So for this to sort of unfold here, I feel like you need to allow for the Tower energy to happen. Not that you can really stop it. Just saying. Okay? Not that you can really stop it. But being in a receptive mode, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Coins, being in a receptive mode. This person stops being stubborn. Sorry, Aries, I know. That is hey, it's sometimes a quality, a highly good, a really exalted quality of sticking to one's guns, staying the course, knowing your mind, right? There's some really positive elements of that stubbornness, okay? So Aries, just, it's all good. But in this instance, the 5 of Cups says to me they've been humbled. They now feel that you're moving away. And so you're going to need to allow this Tower to happen and allow for this to come happen. come through. And being in this Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Wands place, let them talk. Let them do it. Let them say what they're going to say. Be in your feminine receptiveness. I feel like the three queens here. I do feel like because this person has been humbled, because the connection here has been humbled, and they're making a definite decision here. They're making a definite decision here. I feel like you're nurturing. They could balance you in terms of being more feminine. Six of Cups. This is your true soulmate here. So allow them. Two of Swords, don't say nothing. Ace of Wands. Right, Two of Swords is just sort of like Nine of Coins, all the queens, receptive. That is the divine feminine, which is trust but verify, open but protective of your own, soul, protective of your own heart, giving but not over giving, wanting to be in connection but don't give yourself away. Right, these are balanced feminine traits. So I think when we get in trouble as empaths, we give too much, and we think we don't deserve anything back, which is completely false, okay? So they may come charging at you like, why aren't you talking to me? What's your problem? There might be that. And your response is one of loving and nurturing, but it's the truth. It's like, well, I haven't heard from you, and I wasn't sure what was going on, and I decided to give it space. Now, if that's the truth for you, say it. Right? I wouldn't go to, well, you're playing a game with me. Yeah, right? I wouldn't go there. I would be up in my high vibration of compassion, and, maybe there's a reason. Maybe there's a reason for no talking. Maybe there's a reason. And you know what? In a lot of ways, because this Emperor here, they could be playing a game. They could have been playing a game, but they lost because you didn't play. So now the charge here, you're being called to be the bigger person. You're being called to be Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and tell your truth, speak your truth in a loving, nurturing, protective way. See the Queen of Wands here in this deck? She's protecting herself, right? Two of Swords, protecting yourself. So speak your truth and have no expectation. No expectation. Well, I wasn't sure what was going on, and the last time we talked, didn't feel too good, so I just decided to wait. If that's your situation right now. Okay, so this Tower energy, if you're nurturing, will bring about this Knight of Cups, will bring about an offer of love. If you're telling your truth in too strong of a way, Six of Wands, you're going to win. That's winning. Oh, these cards over here. So Six of Wands, it is a little bit of kill them with kindness. It is a little bit about being generous. It is a little bit about, instead of your own need to sort of unload on them, because they're kind of doing that to you a little bit, because they're Emperor, Five of Cups, they don't really know how to speak. They don't really know how to offer, they don't really know how to say I'm sorry. The Emperor freaking does not say I'm sorry. Okay, so they say it in a different way. They say it by being more vulnerable, of like, hey, why aren't you talking to me? Because your answer could be like, because you're being a jerk. But instead, your answer is, well, I wasn't sure what was going on, so I just decided to give it space. Okay? You're not like accusing them of anything, because you don't know. You don't know what's going on. A lot of us have been talking over the past couple of weeks. We don't know what's going on, right? Mercury in retrograde. Now Mercury is going to go direct. Ace of Swords can be told without it getting messed up. Well, for the most part. All right, let's talk about the blocks here. Star and Moon. Wow. So illusion, being in this fanciful place, not really seeing the truth of a thing, being positively or negatively too much in fantasy. Okay? And the truth is obscured by it being too star Aquarian energy here. Usually Aquarians have vision, but as at night, right, in the moon, and as a block, it is having no vision, right? Not really knowing what's going on. And so you can make some assumptions and you can turn yourself inside out and you can be angry and pissed off, whatever, but the request here is to just allow, be in the Empress, be in that feminine energy, Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. Let them explode, let them do the masculine thing, and then try to balance the situation with your own nurturing without giving yourself away. I mean, it's a balance, right? Actions to take. Knight of, there's another knight. I think we have all the knights here, we do. Knight of Pentacles, World. So this is more about allowing. This is a Knight of Pentacles, although it's slow energy. It is about, I feel like that's a good thing, right? Let it unfold slowly. The old world, the old situation where you're not talking and you're considering leaving and they're like, oh my God, they're considering leaving, right? They thought they had you and they don't have you. You have you, okay? So now you get to decide what happens to you. If they were in this emperor position of like, they thought they had you, kind of taking it for granted, whatever it is, they're going to learn. They're learning right now that that's just because you're tied up in this twin flame thing of like, oh, I can't leave. It's my twin flame, right? Like, no. No. Not like that. Not when someone's being a jerk or being dismissive or taking you for granted. No, empresses are not taken for granted. So let's hear from the emperor here, the emperor, the Five of Cups emperor here. For you, messages for you, Empress. J'adore. I adore you. I don't speak French. That's from like some kind of perfume commercial, so I'm sure. Put it in the, je t'ai, what is it? Je t'ai adore, whatever, I don't know. Because I took a lot of Spanish first, and I put all the Spanish endings on all the French verbs, and I flunked French. Okay, 10 of Pentacles here. This person wants to make a life with you. And if they're having trouble, they wanted to have it their way or the highway a little bit, and now they realize you're the Empress. 10 of Pentacles could also be that some of their growing up lessons are blocking them from really doing a good job in this role, and this is what they're learning right now. So this is what they're learning, yes, 4 of Cups. By being stubborn, there's the 4 of Cups, stubborn, they could have lost you. They might play the victim card here a little bit like, oh, you're walking away from me? Like, you know, they may try to play that, but homie, don't play that game. 9 of Wands. These are the things they have to clear about themselves. If they're thinking that you should have come toward them and everything, regardless of behavior, regardless of their inability to talk with you, and you just let it go, right? You've been doing the work of like, I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to let go of the outcome. I'm going to open myself up to love. And that could feel like, with a really deep connection like this, that could feel like you're walking away from them. And in fact, more than a few of you have walked away. So let's see how this plays out. Tower, Queen of Coins, Knight of Cups, 6 of Wands here. How's this going to play out? Page of Cups. Boy, that's an emperor brought to his knees. Very humbled, making an apology. So the pages are about messages. Messages of love. A fresh start offered. An apology offered. I'm not feeling that that's you. I feel like it's offered to you. Okay, Empresses, 2 of Cups. Yeah. That's an I love you. Knight of Cups, Six of Wands. You're winning here, Six of Cups. And I hate, okay, so let's not talk about winners or losers, because what do we want? We want to be together. So let's not make them a loser because they had to go through this. This was a part of their lesson. So don't make them feel bad for that. They had to learn that. They had to learn that. Ten of Wands. You are no longer going to do all the work. This is going to reframe this entire conversation. Okay? We're reframing it. 9 of Wands to 10 of Wands here, and the world up there, that's over now. 6 of Pentacles. More balanced. It needs to be more balanced. The communication needs to be more balanced. Okay? So if the person here, the Emperor, was not talking and taking for granted this connection, now, because they're like, oh, I see, right? They had to learn this lesson. This was an important lesson. You taught them this lesson by being quiet and not being accusatory and not being like that, by just doing your own stuff, doing your own thing, your truth, speaking your truth. Like, well, you know, I didn't know what you were doing. Healing family issues. Yes, you have been healing your issues of, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what if I lose him? Keeping reaching out, keeping reaching out, keeping reaching out. You've been healing that. Now you're in this Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands. I'm just Empress. I am Empress. So you're going to need to come toward me. I'm going to be quiet. And in fact, I might walk away. Okay. If you're not up to the task, I'm walking away. True love. Yeah. Of course, because it's, you know, this deep connection. Heart-to-heart conversations. Pay attention to the red flags. Okay, good. So now that you have rebalanced things, okay, because you stopped playing this runner-chaser thing. This is really runner-chaser, all right? And the only time you end runner-chaser is when you stop doing that. You got me? No running, no chasing. Neither side of it. Because let's talk about twins here for a second. There is a dynamic of runner-chaser because it's so deeply connected. And so the only way to stop that is to get out of the loop, right? To jump up to the next level. And what does that mean? That means sitting, allowing. The feminine means to balance that. And if your masculine was sitting and expecting you to come toward them, and that's what you were doing all the time, you were doing all the work, no. So you had to sit back, which is the opposite of chasing, right? You had to sit back. And then they lean forward. My brother's a lawyer, and when there's a few pieces of advice he gave me that I feel are really, really powerful pieces of advice, which I will sprinkle in as I do these readings. The one that pertains to this one is, if you want people to listen to you, whisper. Because then they have to lean in. Okay? Being a loud bully, being a big blustery idiot, doing things like that, it's going to push people back. If you want people to come toward you, whisper. Lean in to listen. And yes, it is a power game by a lawyer to do that. Absolutely. And I'm not suggesting any power games here. What I am suggesting is you're recalibrating the situation so that then you can, because you can't get anybody to the table if they're running away. You can't do it. And so your choices are this. Your choices are to keep chasing, in which case that person keeps running away. Stop. Number 2 choice, stop. Just stop. And the thing that happens often when you stop is if this person is really for you, because nothing that is meant for you will ever pass you by. So if this person is really meant for you, they'll come back. And during the time when you're stopped, it's your job to move away from anxiety, move away from, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, right? 9 of coins. Nine of Pentacles. Be in that place. You're matching their energy. Like attracts like. You're matching their energy. So just stand in that. And what do you want? You want to bring them to the table. Because if things have been going all cattywampus for you, and this is the person that you feel is your twin or somebody you have a really deep connection with or something along those lines, you want to bring them, you want to keep them or bring them to a place where you can actually talk. Because nothing gets solved when someone's running away. Think about how hard it is to talk to somebody when you're running after them and they're running away from you. They're not listening. You want them to listen. Stop. Be in your power. Be in your strength. Your Nine of Coins, Empress, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. And open yourself to the universe and say, bring my twin to me. Bring the person who's meant for me to me. And be patient. It's going to take some time. All right? It's not going to happen overnight. Because this person has to sort of be humbled. They're used to in the fully masculine, they're used to being the one calling the shots. Because that's what they're trained to do as a kid. Men call the shots. All right? What we're doing right now is we're balancing things. We're balancing things. So the feminine, one can say that the feminine really truly does call the shots. Like men scatter their seed far and wide. They put out offers to a lot of people. And you get to be like, yes or no. That's how it works. And I think when women out of balance in a masculine way do too much offering or put themselves out there too much in a masculine way, that confuses the masculine. That confuses, if they're not balanced, they can't see it, that confuses them. So too much action can send them running. So the feminine power is receptivity. That's the feminine power. Okay? So drop doing the work. 10 of Wands. That is the resolution for you as you move toward this relationship. Now, you've got them at the table. You're healing the family issue about chasing after them. You're healing the family issue of I'm not worthy. The farther they run away, the more you feel you're unworthy. Healing that family issue. This is love. This is, obviously, we know this is twin flame or this is deep soulful connection. Now you can have heart-to-heart conversations. And now pay attention to the red flags, okay? So now you can hear what's going on with them, what is truly triggering them. Now in these heart-to-heart conversations, because now they're moving toward trust. They're not trying to dominate you anymore. You're not trying to dominate them. Emperor, Empress, more in balance now. Okay? More in balance because you have done the most important thing. Stop. No more runner chaser. Okay? This is and then offers can be made, conversations can be had, and you can take it slow into a new phase. Knight of Pentacles world. This phase is runner chaser is over. Okay? That's over. So, but only because they had an awakening and you did something different. You changed your behavior. You stopped the anxiety. You stopped running after them. You stopped. And they had an awakening. Wow. Okay, guys. So if you're looking for the tarot classes again, the link is below if you want to sign up. We're doing them September, October, November, December. Beginners, intermediate, advanced, and mastery. And you can see that video. There's a video on my channel about what each of those entail, what's in those classes, what you're going to learn. I only ask if you're going to take the mastery class that you take one of the others. If you're beyond beginners and you don't know which intermediate or advanced, there's a video that explains it, okay? So looking forward to that and looking forward to opening up to private readings again. All right, guys, happy August 21st. Woo!